Hello and welcome everybody to this week's Flying with Angels. And today is February the 22nd, and Riana George and I and our dear friend Simon are going to be giving some readings to each other. If you would like a reading, please call in. The number is at the top of the chat room. It is 631 353 4342 and enter 70017 to speak to the host, and that's me. I'm Lindsey Harrison. I'm one of the administrators for Kathy's Distant Echoes and the hosts as well. And our other host and administrator is Riana George. And together we bring the show to you with love and light and a bit of laughter. We talk about anything. And that's our pictures there. My name's Lindsey Harrison. Anyway, we made the site with the help of Chris Times in memory of Kathy Bradshaw, who was the original founder of Kathy's Distant Echoes. Now, Kathy is in spirit, and the next show will be dedicated to her. I think it's the next one, because is it the next show, Rihanna? Because at Easter, Kathy passed at Easter.
2 years ago.
It'll be 3 years this Easter, and she passed on Good Friday. And I believe that we have a show that week.
Yes.
We have a show just before. The 22nd of March.
Will be our dedication in memory of Kathy Bradshaw. Now, for those who are probably going to listen on archives or people that happen to come in and listen, those who knew Kathy and still have wonderful connections to her from spirit, how she livens people up. She's such an adorable soul, and she's there. There doesn't go a day past that she's not, saying hi, how are you doing? So please book it in your diaries. Please come along, because we'd love to hear from you all. Because I know she touched many lives. And I think Lindsay and I would be delighted if you could come along and share a blessing with us all. Okay? Thanks, Lindsay.
Oh, yes, we would. And we know every time we do a show, Kathy is with us. She comes in to help us put it together. And, well, her spirit does. And Raziel, Archangel Raziel, is the archangel that oversees this show. And he worked very closely with Kathy Bradshaw and Nick Nash when they first started off Kathy's Distant Echoes. Kathy was so generous of heart and such a wonderful person who loved everybody, and she liked to share things to help people, paranormal things, spiritual things. And we'd like to continue that tradition on for Kathy and in her memory, because quite often when you're on a psychic path or a spiritual path or a paranormal path, something happens and you don't understand what it is. And by having shows where people talk about their experiences on Kathy's Distant Echoes, but also on Intuit Talks, you'll find many people there have had experiences that would seem weird, but we have like strange but true stories of walking with spirit and the angels and paranormal things. But you will find that there's always something somebody wishes to know. And if you have a question, somebody else is asking that question as well. So it's good that we all get together and do that. So we're very grateful for Kathy Bradshaw for setting me off on this path, and then bringing Riana in, and Riana and me flying in on this path. And also, Kathy used to like Simon, who's with us today, and Simon has come on a treat. He's doing psychic classes, and he's very psychic himself. but he's been supporting Kathy's Distant Echoes for years now. And Kathy used to like it when Simon was in the chat room. And I don't know if you remember Simon, she used to say, I love our Simon. He's just so savvy. And she used to think Simon was very savvy. And one time when he phoned in, she was chuffed to bits. When she was chuffed to bits, that means she was really happy that he phoned in and she could get to talk to him, because she hadn't heard his voice before. But there wasn't a lot that Simon, who's with us today, didn't know about. So you are very savvy, Simon. And I just thought I'd give you a little shout out there. And Simon is our helper, everybody, and he likes to sit in the background and help us. He's a bit of an angel himself. He's a bit like Sandolphin and Saint Germain and Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel is one for, he helps you to shine your light, but he won't come forward and say, get you to do this and do that. But he's there in the background if you need him. And that's like you, Simon. So I don't know if Archangel Uriel is one of your guides. Anyway, I'm going to unmute you, Simon, and you can answer me. Do you connect with Archangel Uriel?
I do believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that comes through quite prominent that it's Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel will stand in the background. He's the angel known for shining a light on things. Apparently, he's the angel you call on if you've lost something. Shine a light on where it is, give you a thought where it is. But I call on any angel if I've lost anything, you know. Anyway, yeah, so I think he's one of your guiding lights, Simon. So, Riana, I'm glad you're back. I'm now going to put on our wonderful Riana George, who is going to read the blessing that we like to read on the Kathy's Distant Echoes show. There we are, Riana.
Oh, yes, I've got it up here. I'd like to say, yes, it's actually Kathy and Nick, I think, originally brought this forward, and it's a beautiful translation. And I looked at different translations, and I know that this comes from the Nazarene version, and it just speaks to his nice heart, and it's there for everyone to understand it and feel it. Okay. O thou from whom the breath of life comes, who fills all realms with sound, light, and vibration, may your light be experienced in our utmost holiest. Your heavenly domain approaches. Let your will come true in the universe. Give us wisdom for our daily need, and detach those fetters and faults that bind us. Let us not be lost in superficial things, but let us be freed from that which keeps us from our true purpose. From you comes the all-working will, the lively strength to act, the song that beautifies all and renews itself from age to age. Sealed in trust, faith, gratitude, truth, and love. As it is spoken, so it is. Amen. You are beautiful, magnificent beings, multidimensional beings, whose sole purpose is to expand into love, be love. As is who you are. And just for those who are into their Bibles, from Corinthians, I'd like to say it's much needed in our world at the moment. And the power of love is very strong, as well as faith and hope. love. It's faith, hope, and love. Greatest of these gifts is love. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Riana. Riana, I'd like to say that you said that the greatest of these is love. All the major religions are all based on love.
Yes,
But
they
it
are.
is for the individual to discover that love within them that
Yes,
connects
sure.
them to the Creator.
I just mentioned it because obviously there's a lot of people that study the Bible and understand.
Is that because of Lent at the moment? Yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because also the other religions, they're also based on love as well.
I know that all the modalities and all the other religions, when they're truly connected to the I Am Presence, really do have a tremendous connection, all to do with love. So there's no one separated from it. But I was doing that from an aspect of those that follow, religious Christian practice, really, because I think it's important that we mention that at the moment, because a lot of them don't feel that us that work with spirit and whether it be pagan or indigenous or whatever we work with, a lot of those Christians don't think that we're connected. But you see, I say, well, who am I? I am.
Well,
because
who are we to judge?
Exactly.
I think this show, everybody, we're going to be very philosophical.
I totally agree with that.
It's just I didn't want
to. There's not judgment coming.
I didn't want others to feel left out because we accept others' beliefs and
all and none.
All and none. We don't judge, and So anyway, I'm going to move on now. On this show, we're doing free mini readings. If anybody would like to call in, the call-in number is 631 353 4342, and then enter 717 to speak to the host, and you'll get through to me. We have a Skype button on the call, and you're more than welcome to come and join us. The chat room is very friendly with the people that we have come to the show, and there's always something for everybody here, and you will find that you're guided here by your guardian angel to hear something. And we found that so true. And if a message isn't for you, you might feel that a message that's been given to somebody else relates to you. So later on, we're going to do a quick reading for each other. But later on, I'd like to do a few readings for people that are unable to be here, and then we can pass them on to them as when we finish the show. Like number one is Angela Birds. I know she wanted to be here today, but she's a very busy lady with her 2 children, and she can't always make this time. So it would be nice to do her a little reading, everybody. And Cynthia Kitely Lee, she was coming and now she can't. So it would be nice. And I'd like to welcome my sister Viv. Perhaps we could do Viv a reading too. And although I know she'll say she doesn't want one. Hi Viv. My sister is in Somerset. And Riana's in Somerset. You're in, we're all English here. I'm in Hampshire and Simon is in Berkshire. So we're all in the UK, and hopefully some more people have come. Viv, you've come just right. Simon's going to help us with some readings today. he's not a guest reader, but he's just going to join in with a reading. So I'm now going to read out the disclaimer. This is the Flying with Angels Angel Card Readings disclaimer. Readings on this show are for entertainment purposes only and does not replace advice from medical, legal or financial services. Whilst we endeavour to assist you, readings are not set in stone. Future events may be affected by your own actions or lack of actions and your own free will. Opinions of others in the chat room do not necessarily reflect the view of the host of the show. We reserve the right to remove a person from the chat room due to inappropriate behaviour. We simply ask that you be kind to one another, discuss things pertaining to the show and enjoy the show. You are welcome to post your links in the chat room for the benefit of everyone. And that's written by me, Lindsey Harrison, host and founder of Flying with Angels. And right, I shall calling in Archangel Michael. So what I'd like you to do, everybody, now Archangel Michael is one of the strongest vibrational angels there is. And he comes in with a very warm, gentle energy that you can feel, and you will feel a slight pressure across your head and down on your shoulders. That's how you know it is you. I have known when I asked him to help somebody feel he was around one time, he ruffled this young man's hair. So if you'd like him to ruffle your hair, just mentally say, can you ruffle my hair, so I know you're with me. And please welcome Archangel Michael, and I'm going to read his prayer for everybody, and this should connect you to him. Okay. This is an invocation and prayer to Archangel Michael, shared by Riana George, who got this for us on Flying with Angels. Archangel Michael, please come forth and connect with us, all gathered now. I ask you to protect us, uplift us and inspire us to live in alignment with our higher and greatest good. Surround us with your wings of love and stand before us with your angelic qualities of strength, courage and truth. Please clear our energy and vibration completely, releasing all negative energy, limited beliefs, fears, illusions and negative energetic imprints present in our energy and physical being. Please release anything that is blocking us from fully and completely experiencing the love and light present in every moment. Release all that no longer serves us to the light of the divine, and fill the void with unconditional love, light and compassion. Archangel Michael, I ask that you use your sword of light to cut away all doubt, fear and guilt and negativity which is around us. Please guide us on our path to help us accomplish our authentic purpose according to divine will for the highest and greatest good. And so it is. Amen. Now, that's a very nice prayer. So we're now we've got Archangel Raziel is also with us here today. Archangel Raziel oversees Flying with Angels and Kathy's Distant Echoes, and he worked very closely with Kathy Bradshaw when she set Kathy's Distant Echoes up. And his message is, I am helping you, I am helping your spiritual path to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And that's nice, isn't it? So, Archangel Raziel is known as the Rainbow Angel. He's a Rainbow Angel. Better bring Rihanna in.
I agree with you, Linz. When Archangel Michael, if you're not, sometimes when I'm relaxing, and I've already sort of had a chat with him, and this is why I say every single day, he comes to mind. I'll be sitting there in the front room like, oh, why's my head itching? It'll feel like some of the hairs on my head are like electricity, like are going like this. And it's Archangel Michael.
You know that's him, do you? You know that's Archangel Michael.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel his energy over my crown and down through here. And I can tell a number of different archangels. But if I say stroke, ask him to stroke my hair, he will stroke my hair. So how are you getting on with that, Simon?
Yeah.
He doesn't make your hair stand on end then. He did with a young man at one time. I said, can you ruffle his hair up? And he's when he thinks when you're with him, and he was on the bus and his hair started to stand on end.
Wow.
When your mic was muted, Simon, it looks like you were singing a song. So as the Simon singing to you, it looked like you were singing. Were you singing?
I was, yeah. Nothing in particular, but yes.
Just la 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 la.
Yeah,
oh, that's good that you're singing. Singing is good for you, Simon.
No.
Right.
They do say that, yes.
Right, who wants to go first for a reading then?
Oh, Simon, can you do me, please?
Oh, okay. Right, okay. Well, I've got three. Okay, well, I've got Doreen Virtue's. I've got Doreen Virtue's Archangel Oracle cards. Doreen
that'll do, because that's the picture that's up, Simon.
Oh, right.
Funny?
Yeah.
I just put that to the next lot of cards. I like it. We both like these cards. Rihanna uses them. I've got them. I used to use them a lot.
Right.
But they are very, very good cards.
Yeah.
This is the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. They're very good.
Yeah, right.
Rihanna's just holding one up.
Okay, that's what we'll use then. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. My grandmother was very good at shuffling cards. She was very good at darts as well. I think she spent a lot of time. I think she spent a lot of time in pubs. Sign of a misspent youth, I think.
Yeah.
Like her point as well.
My sister was a publican.
Yeah.
And she's just said there's nothing wrong with pubs.
No, yeah, there is nothing wrong with.
You meet some wonderful people in pubs.
Yes,
and
this is true. The good
everybody
one.
has a story to tell, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I must say that I thought about you the other week when Ian and I went out. We haven't been out for ages, and we went to a pub that we'd not visited before, but it was converted. Originally it was like a venue and a hotel, but it had a huge like function room out the back, which they opened up to the public. And this was one of the places where we first did our karaoke roadshow as a family years ago. And we went to it because it's now called the Bear Inn, right? And the band that was on was called Something Angels. So I thought, no, that's definite. And I listened to their YouTubes. They were sort of like a rock band from Bristol, and I'd never been to the venue before. And as far as I know, there's only one other bikers pub in Weston, which I've never been to. Went into this pub, there was a roaring, it was like, like a private pub, I think, privately owned. And it's a great big roaring fire, and everything, all the front, then opened up to a pub, and where they had the band playing, and they built Lulu. So although they've still got the other room out the back that is used for third parties or whatever, and all the front now is open up to the public. And you know, they were all bikers, and then we walked in. It was straight away. There was an acknowledgement. Hello, mate. How are you, to Ian? And hello. Really, really, very, very warm. The band was having a conversation in between with us, and it was a beautiful evening. And I think about you when I occasionally come across pubs, if you like, that are not chain pubs, that have got an atmosphere, and you know, it was a fantastic evening. That was a Saturday before our birthday. We went and celebrated. So yeah, and I thought about you, Viv, because I know you used to have like pub and everything, and it makes a lot of difference. The people in it and the landlord and landlady. So, you know, having done the entertainment side of things, I know that it's the private ones are brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, we went through where we was with pubs that had guys in that were under Laurel. I don't know if you remember the Laurel pubs, Viv, and they were taken over by Green King, and a lot of them didn't want to stay there as managers. So, you know, it was an era of said goodbye to, and that was quite huge actually. They took over quite a few at the same time. A few years ago that was, but yeah, I remember that. Because Laurel was just a small concern, not a great big massive thing. But yeah, I thought about you big time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
see, you're famous, Viv. Should we let Simon do his reading, Rihanna?
Yeah, a friend of a friend got booted out of a pub recently for eating one of the pot plants. He was.
Did he? I'm not surprised.
Anyway, yeah. Right, so we've got whatever they are. Yeah,
Archangel Oracle.
Archangel Oracle cards, yeah.
Yes.
That's right. So, okay, so what am I supposed to be doing? You normally
you're picking a card for Rihanna.
Yeah.
And just giving her a message.
Okay.
You can either read what you get from the card, or the card will guide you. And once you start looking at the cards, you'll get messages from your guides given to you, Simon, to pass to Rihanna.
Yeah.
You can either pick a card, or you can say pick a number to Rihanna, and I know she'll go to number 7.
Yeah,
she'll go to number 7.
Pick a number then, please.
I think because there's divine connection going on here, big time, I am going to select the divine number 7 for sure.
What a surprise. 1.
You don't want number 8, Rihanna?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have... And we have courage.
Oh, yes.
Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up. There's the camera. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs.
Thank you, Simon.
Yes.
Is there any extra? Have you got anything else to add to that, Simon?
Because yes, the thought is we have, because there's quite a prominent shadow in this card, so we have to be careful of such shadowy figures around, because at the same time we've got I think it's a lion in the background. Yes, and wings of protection, which we both see. Yeah, I think it's a lion in the. I think it's a lion in the background of the picture. It's not terribly. No, it's two of them.
Yes, the
Yeah.
lion represents God, and the
Yeah.
lion also is one of Archangel Ariel's animals that walks with her,
Yes.
which sounds just right for Riana.
Most definitely, Rihanna.
Thanks, darling.
No probs. Ow,
That was
excuse.
very good. That was very good, Simon.
Thanks.
Um,
Brilliant.
can we do one for Viv now? Do you think? I've asked
Yes.
Viv for a number, and she hasn't. Viv, can you put a number in the chat room, please? And number 3, Simon.
Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hang on. Oh, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. One
I'm
more.
going for
Shuffle.
number 3 as well. What about you,
1,
Rihanna?
2,
Sorry? I'll pick the
3.
3 cards. I'll see if they fall out for her. I'm shuffling out Archangel Michael deck at the moment. Okay. Just to show you.
From the same deck, we've got number 3
Chill out now.
and Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive.
Oh, that's very good, isn't it? And do you get anything else for that?
Isn't it? Yes, we've got a lot of there's. I'm seeing a lot of purple in this. Seeing a lot of purple in this card. Very noble and spiritual and high ideals. And turquoise. I forget at this second precisely what that actually means.
What, the turquoise? The
Yes.
turquoise is to do with your throat chakra and speaking. It's also a protection colour as well. And it
Yeah.
absorbs negativity and transmutes it. So if you wear something purple, it transmutes any negativity that comes towards you. And the purple is your crown chakra, Viv, and your third eye to crown and your higher self. And it's also that spiritual information is coming to you, isn't it, Simon?
Yes.
Yeah. So purple is good. I've got a card for you here. Thank you, Simon. I've got one for you here, Viv. It's a crystal card, and it's sunstone, and it represents leadership. And you always have been a leader in many things in your life, in what you do. And it could be that you're taking on a new role of some sort, and you will be leading others to look into things. This is showing me that stone is a sunstone, but to me it looks like a giant rose quartz. And rose quartz is the energy of love, and it's very good for counsellors as well. So if you do any counselling or you're talking to anybody, ask the angels or your guides to surround you in a column of pink light, and that will protect you and give you the strength to listen to people and what they have to say, and it will support you in the answers that you give. So this is a fire card, which is an action card. Fire card gets rid of the old and brings back the new, like when you were a phoenix. So this is like an action card for you. So I hope that helps you. Reach for the stars, Viv. Reach for the stars. So there's that card again.
Lovely card, isn't
it? And it is a beautiful card. When you look at these cards, you could sink into them. Anyway, I'll bring these ones down when I come to see you, Viv, and you can see what they're like.
Just to let you know that I went for a card each from the Archangel Michael deck, the ones that Simon had got, and one from Archangel Gabriel. And I had 2 fall out of the Archangel Michael deck. One of them is, I think, connected to the other 2. And the other one is just with the situation, the certain situation that you're burying, which is fine because life has to carry on. But I'm guided, Archangel Michael saying, prayer will help the situation. You know, just go to Creator and Archangel Michael and describe the situation and welcome their help and trust them and follow their guidance as well as your guides, okay? Because Archangel Michael will bring that forth for you, okay? And now the other card I got was from him. You're on the right path. But then I got Archangel Uriel here. Clear cognizance. You must pay attention to those ideas that you're getting. I think this goes in tune with what Simon and Lindsay also said. And pay attention to those thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answers to your prayers. So there we are. There's that card we spoke about, which is Archangel Michael's. Archangel Michael's. And then there's that one that I just read.
Angel Uriel.
Angel Uriel. Yeah. And the other card from Gabriel is hold fast. Although you've got lots of those things going on, there's areas that this is why I don't take it up in prayer and ask for protection, because you've got some things that are distracting you, but never fear, hold fast. And Archangel Gabriel is saying, keep going, hold fast. And on here, do you know, Simon was singing earlier on, he'd got his mic off, but, you know, as Lindsay and I say, la, 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 you know, music. On this picture, you'll see that there's a lute and another instrument being played there. Okay, and I feel that music does feed our soul. Whatever sort of music that you are into, that lifts you when you've got a certain thing going on that you're thinking, oh, you know, play a bit of music.
Piano, Viv.
do whatever. All right, Viv.
Singing. She's got a keyboard.
Sing.
And she plays the piano. Yeah, she plays the piano.
Oh, do it. Brilliant. We shall have to have her on the show doing a live performance, Linz, one of the days.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, that could do that, Viv. Could set you up. I could set you up for that. She's going to go off now. She's going to run away.
Oh, don't be shy.
No. It says thank you. No. What about singing? My sister's singing is terrible. And she does karaoke, Rihanna. And
yes.
she doesn't care. She just enjoys doing it, you know?
Great, yeah.
A bit like
after running
our family, you just do it because you enjoy it, don't you?
We used to run House for over 14 years, and the joy it brought people. When we went to Becky's New Year's Eve gig at the holiday park, because Becky did one, karaoke and vocal, and one of the chaps that started off with us years and years ago in another pub in, I think, on the outskirts of Weston, or it must be the one that you come to. The one that you come to. Do you remember Ricky, Linz? I'm going back yonks ago now.
Oh, was that when I came to that one and you had that one at Yatton?
One with the white socks, we used to call him.
Yeah, I do. Is he there?
He was at Breen, and he's a regular at Breen. I think he lives out that way now. And because I've been in the pub before, and because we did a gig there a few years ago, and he goes there regular now. And he sang he was the first one singing on the decks that Becky
karaoke
show. So
he really liked it, didn't he?
And there's a lot
karaoke.
Yeah, he got the bug. I mean, it brings so much joy, because a lot of them are going through a bit of a rough time, and I find karaoke, we were giving it to the people, and they were blessing it. I mean, the times some pubs would call us back time and time again, those were the days, Linz. Not so much now, because everything is just, I mean, we used to have to cart our own gear and everything, as you know. These days you just take a laptop. Most of these modern pubs now are all set up with their own kit and everything. But I mean, occasionally Paddy does a private party and takes his kit, but most of the time all he's got to do is take a nap and his laptop and his music or whatever, and off he goes.
Yeah.
So,
right, I'm going to give Simon a reading now.
Cool. Yeah, enjoy your karaoke, Viv.
Oh, Simon, you're taking off. Wow. Have you got any Moldavite?
No.
Oh, you need to get yourself a piece and just hold it. That Moldavite is like a healing stone. It's a green stone. It looks like that, right?
Hang on, let me change the video, dude. Oh yes, yeah.
It looks like that, but it's not malachite. Malachite will cure everything, right? Moldavite is similar, but it's I get the two mixed up because they look very similar. Moldavite, well, looking at this, it takes you to the universe. I think one of them, or perhaps both of them, are from meteorites, Moldavite and malachite. So,
yeah.
Yeah, anyway, this shows you taking off, Simon. You're going to be taking off into space. So make sure you're grounded, right? And if you get the Moldavite, it will ground you and take you up as well, okay? And you'll find it's got beautiful energy to it. I've got some. So this is like you're swimming in a sea. You're swimming in a sea and you've dived in and you're just coming up. It's like you're having a baptism of water, and it's shearing you off into your higher self. You're in your higher self, and you've got so much. It's a peaceful card. Although you're going off, it's exciting, and you can catch whatever star you want, So, but I don't know if you do astral planing at all, but keep yourself grounded. But you're surrounded in brilliant white light, and this is called transformation. So you're going to find yourself going higher and higher than you've been before.
That's
why I say keep yourself grounded. Tiger's Eye will ground you, and what's that stone that's nearly black? Obsidian ground you. Or if you go into one of the crystal shops, they'll tell you what the grounded stones are, you know.
Yeah.
But you need a piece of moldavite as well to help you.
Thank you.
Help you move forward easier. Right?
Right, thanks.
Well, Simon, very similar here. I had 3 cards because I've took out of the Gabriel, the deck that you use, the therapy deck wants something, and I have Michael's deck, but 3 come out of Michael's deck. And one of them was that, again, you're on the right path. Now, we do know by looking at these cards, Archangel Michael's bought one from the therapy deck, all right? And there it is. And it's asking you to release that which no longer serves you. So but he's also asking you to be very gentle with yourself in the process. Allow yourself to stay grounded, connected to the earth and the animals. Also, at the same time, allow yourself to be lifted. It's about bringing the co-balance forth,
Yes.
I feel, which is what's going on at the moment, because it's very important that they want you to know, again through Michael, please focus on divine and perfect health.
Yes. Necessary.
I've done your reading, that card has come out times, and there again, look, there's her playing a lute or something like that, music.
It's like a harp.
Yes, harp,
Yeah.
gentle music. Give yourself some gentleness. Right? Hence, we have to be gentle on yourself card. You know, this is where you take things calmly and steadily. There is no rush because you are on the right path. Oh, we are. You will release which no longer serves you and only welcome that which does. And that doesn't mean to say you're letting anybody down or yourself down. It means that you're coming into alignment as the energies shift at this present time with all the different dimensions that are going on, right? Dimension shifts. And it's okay to do that. And they are aware that you're very, very sensitive, right? Archangel Gabriel's overseeing your sensitivities, trying to keep you strong. And this is one reason why they're asking you to release what doesn't serve you. And it's okay to do so, because what's going to happen is as you take your time and you go through that balancing process, like Lynn said, there is an opening and you're going to go, like I'm going to take off, right? It's quite magical. But it's going to be connected with teaching and learning. And there's a connection that you have with Archangel Zadkiel. He's asking you to keep an open mind, learn those new ideas. In other words, learn the knowledge that's given to you within you. Right?
Yes.
See an idea, take information, but work it for you. Right? Because you are.
Can I just cut in here, Rihanna?
Yeah.
And
then,
say Archangel Zadkiel is he helps students.
Yes. And learn the ideas, then reach for those ideas to others. In other words, you get the idea.
Yes.
You sound it. You then talk to others about it if they've got some information. You take on board that information. You don't have to follow their path. You take on board the information for your own growth, okay? And Zadkiel, he's going to bring things to you. You have to be gentle about it. There's no rush. Once you have put the intention there, as the time is right, the divine time is right, you'll be surprised what comes to you. Okay? And it will come. And you will fly, but you will be more on a balanced level when it happens. I hope that helps you, Simon.
It does, definitely, a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry, Linz, I was in the flow. I wasn't really
I didn't know you were in the flow because I thought you'd finished. That's why I thought you'd finished. Yeah, Archangel Zadkiel, he helps students and people that want to learn, and as well as doing the silver violet flame and all that, working with the violet flame. And he's on the ray of knowledge, Simon, but he's very good.
So on the ray of knowledge.
He will bring a lot of information to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And you're welcome, Viv, as well. Can we do one for Angela now?
Yes. Can you guys start? Because I need to be excused for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll start. I'll start. Shall I, Simon? If I start, and then would you mind join it? Would you like to join in on Angela's card reading? Angela Bird. She supports Christopher Rayburn and very much supports us.
Okay then, yes.
Okay. Shall I go first?
You go first, then I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Hi, Angela. I know you'll be watching the archive of this, and we've put together an idea that we would do you a card reading because I know you're very busy with your children, and it clashes with you picking up the show clashes with you picking them up from school, doesn't it? So I'm going to pick you a crystal card, which is just jumping out now, and then Simon will give you a reading from his Angel Oracle deck. Now, crystal card that I've got here, crystal I've got here for you is beautiful turquoise crystal. It's about your own personal truth, and the stone is Amazonite. Now, I've not actually come across that stone, or if I have, I haven't. I don't know it. But if you go to a crystal shop, I'm sure they'd have it. And I feel that this would help you speak your own truth and accept your own personal truth. This card is a water card, which water will, when you feel you're sinking, water will give you buoyancy. So you'll be able to speak what you want to speak. And you'll be able to accept your own personal truth and not judge yourself. And things are what they are. If things hadn't happened over the years, you wouldn't be who you are today. So it's accepting a personal truth. You may be releasing emotions at the moment that make you sad, but there's blue skies on the horizon, purple skies on the horizon for you, because with this crystal, you will be floating. It's giving you the buoyancy to carry on with the things you enjoy doing and also enjoy your life as well. So things are going to go swimmingly well. I say swimmingly well because this looks like an underwater card. And it's a water card. It's reminding me of Atlantis, and I feel you're connected to dolphins. Dolphins are healers, but they're also very good with children, and many children have been given a big boost, a healing boost, by visiting dolphins and stroking them or feeding them or swimming with the dolphins. I don't know if you're in Canada. You don't get dolphins in Canada, do you? But if you can go anywhere at any time where there's dolphins, you'll find that your children will love it and you'll have a big connection with them. Of course, dolphins give you a connection with Atlantis as well, which Riana and I are connected to dolphins in Atlantis. But this card, this stone, this Amazonite, I feel is for you to hold or wear so that it gives you the confidence to speak what you would love to say. You know, even if it's just telling somebody how you feel without worrying about if you're going to be judged. And you need to get something off your chest, I feel. And anyway, this has just got such a beautiful energy, a restful energy. And once you've cleared those emotions, you'll feel so much brighter. Archangel Gabriel is I don't know if you work with him, he probably does walk with you. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of water and of emotions, and he will help you to she, because some people in America, Gabriel is more feminine, and over in England, Gabriel is more masculine. But whatever energy of Gabriel you need, he's the trumpet of joy, lily of love. She likes lilies. But whatever you need, if she comes to you as Gabrielle or she comes to you as Gabriel, it's the masculine or feminine energy that you need. And if she comes to you as Gabby, then you need both, and she's coming to you balanced to help you. So I think things are going to go swimmingly well for you. And yes, I hope that helps you. There's a lot of purple light as well in this card, and I feel that you have a very big connection to the universe and all that is, but you have to release stuck emotions before you can move forward. But like Riana said, there's no hurry for this. You're on the right path, and that will come naturally when you're ready to do it. So much love to you from Gabriel. I'm getting much love to you, and big hugs as well. So Angela, I'm now going to pass you to Riana next, or Simon. Simon, are you ready? I'll just unmute Simon. Are you ready? Are you ready, Simon? Or do you want to go after Riana?
I'll go after Riana.
Okay, I'll mute you again then. Yeah, Angela, Riana's going to give you a reading as well.
Hello, Angela, darling. First of all, I want to thank you so much, Lindsey, and I so appreciate your continued support. We know you lead a very busy life. You're always recommending people to come and listen to the show, even if it's on the archives because of the timing. But we love you dearly. Thank you so much. And it's such a pleasure for us to do your reading. Now, I had 3 Archangel Michael cards fall out of this deck, these decks, and one each of the others. And what I found is so common is that there are difficulties that you are overcoming, and this is Archangel Shamael. Okay. And look, there's like a whale or a dolphin's fin there. So, you know, the connection to that is crucial, okay? It's very significant. And it's the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges, okay? Have confidence in your creations, my darling. This is from Archangel Gabriel. Okay. And he's saying, trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. Through you. And then the other card I'm going to pick up here, they all blend together, darling. The overcoming difficulties and have confidence is Archangel Michael is asking, build up your self-respect. You're such a loving soul, very sensitive, you know, and sometimes in so much love and kindness to protect that beautiful, sensitive soul, which is on the right path, I might add. And you need to sometimes set a boundary. Your heart's been wide open. They just want you to take care of you, okay? Very much so, my precious. And the other card that come out again, that the angels are really prominent about this for you, is shield yourself. I can't believe all these connections that have gone out. They're all, the angels are behind you, and they want you to just call them and shield yourself. Every time you feel you're in that position, just say, and you needn't necessarily call by name, because there's Angel Gabriel, Michael, and they're all here.
They will all protect you.
Yes, they will. Because you have to remember, manifestation power. Look at that, manifestation power. Manifest it and it will happen. That means sometimes, you know, we have to call Archangel Michael to protect our sensitive heart, to cut a cord in a loving way. Doesn't mean to say you're being hateful. It means you're being loving, but you're being powerful for who you are. Okay? And the last one, which is the overall, remember, God is in charge. Look at that card. You can imagine that that's probably you sitting there. And on behalf of Creator God of all, there is Archangel Michael with his sword. And he's got his wings around you. And he's not letting any negative energy. He wants you to protect yourself, but he's also wanting to help protect you from it, so that you can grow in your own truth and stature. Blessings and love, namaste, from my beautiful Angela birds.
Yeah, namaste. And I'm now going to pass you over to Simon, Angela. I'll unmute you, Simon.
Thank you. Okay, so let's stick with oh boy, get the cards out of the box again. What's going on here? And okay, I'll shuffle, give these a shuffle and see which one comes up. And we've got Archangel Raziel, take back your power.
Definitely.
Yes, that one. And sorry, there are things threatening to fall out all over the place here. I will get more experience at this,
We're
obviously.
used to that, Simon.
Yeah.
That's the angels. Go, come on, we'll give you another one.
You know, the links for Angela are she definitely needed to hear this.
Yes, definitely. I could tell. That's why it's the one that came out on the top of the. That's why it's the one that came out on the top of the pack after I shuffled it. Is there's a lot of light in this card and a great deal of strength. It's and the protection of the angel's wings as well.
Yes.
It's a very inspiring card to remember that you have. To remember the power that you have, even in the darkest of moments. It's something that needs to be remembered.
Yes.
So it's always there, and if necessary, you can always call upon the angels for a timely reminder and piece of guidance and or inspiration. They can't interfere because of free will, but they are always there, and we have only to ask. Yes.
What a wonderful reading.
Excuse me. Thank you.
That was a very good reading. You're getting in the swing of it now, Simon. You see, once you're more relaxed now than at the beginning of the show, so that's great. So perhaps you'd like to come and join us another time. Dearest Angela, we love you to bits, and we hope you enjoyed that reading and that it has helped you in some way. And can we now do a reading for Cynthia Kitely-Lee? And she is another one of our supporters who's unable to be here today. And Cynthia, hi. She's all the way over in Mississippi in America. Yeah, Mississippi in America. And she loves animals and helps out in an animal shelter. So would you like to go first, Riana?
No, you can go first, Linz.
I haven't picked a card. Does Simon, do you want to go first?
Yeah, okay, I'll go first.
Lovely. Simon's going to go first, and he is using the Angel Oracle cards.
Archangel Oracle cards, yeah. Drawing virtue. Yeah. Okay. Let's give them a shuffle. I usually shuffle them 3 times, so why break the habit of a lifetime?
Oh my goodness. So I'm getting excited. The cards are falling out.
We have Archangel Uriel.
He's busy today. It's his day today, Simon.
Yeah.
Thursday is Archangel Uriel's day.
You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Listen to your knowledge and your instincts. We have them for a reason. For survival. They're hardwired into us and not to be ignored. Because when one does ignore one's gut instinct, it more or less invariably leads to trouble sooner or later. So listen to your So if you hear that inner voice telling you to walk away or that something is too good to be true, then take note.
That's good.
That's very good, Simon. Very good. That's marvellous. Yeah. And is that it? Is there anything else you wanted to add?
That's pretty much what I've got from this particular card.
Yeah. Well, that's jolly good, Simon. Jolly good.
Thanks.
I'll pass. Want me to go next, Rihanna?
I don't mind, Linz. I can go if you like.
Okay, you go and I'll go after you.
I wasn't guided to get anything out of Archangel Michael's deck, believe it or not, but all these cards throughout. And I have 4 out of Archangel Gabriel's deck for you, Cynthia. And 1 out of the Archangel Oracle deck. Now, I'm looking at this. Locks are lifted, which is happy news. I'm going to say I'll lift them up as I go along for you, because I'm having this from spirit. Locks are lifted. It's happy news. You have recognition. Take that on board. Helping children. I know you help animals. They're connected to a 4-legged, 2-legged, and the winged ones. And to you, they may be children, but I also feel that you'll be connected to children that are in spirit with the angels, and you'll be doing an awful lot of helping them. I think maybe possibly with your writings, Cynthia. I find that extremely strong here. And the card that I'm going to use for overseeing is from the Oracle deck, Archangel Oracle deck. And it's for Archangel Shammai. Keep in that place of love, because you know you're extremely knowledgeable, and you know that from that place of one love becomes peace, not only for yourself but others. When you have the inner peace, the dove of peace is released. I hope that's okay for you, Cynthia. Namaste.
That was very nice. Wasn't it, Rihanna? That was very nice.
Quite amazing.
Yeah, so that's good. And Simon, you did really well. Thank you.
Simon's card was excellent as well. Sort of the readings go together if you think about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Simon.
Could you two just chat for a moment while I try and see if somebody's about to bring them onto the show if they want to? Okay.
Okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
you can say about Robert coming, can't you?
Are you okay to go over a bit, because it's 29 minutes past 7, Linz? 29 minutes past 5. What I'm talking about. I'm lost here.
Perhaps we can get this person next time. So, right, okay. Cynthia, this is for Cynthia Kitely Lee. I've picked you a crystal card, and this is Sodalite. And you are on a journey at the moment. You are on a journey of self-expression, a journey of self-discovery. And this card is showing 2 cities, your city you live on in earth and the city of light you are helping to create in the higher realms. And you are very much grounded and also connected to the city of light in the higher realms. And Sodalite is a beautiful crystal. It's a crystal of Archangel Michael's. It's an angelic crystal that will connect you to the angelic realm. It will help you communicate with the angels without drifting off with the angels. You will be very grounded, but you will get very clear messages. I know you're very clairvoyant at the moment, and this crystal I feel can help you. If you can't get the crystal, you can always look it up and print off a picture of it to hold and look at. And this is very much a 13th octave card. It's a higher self card, and I feel you'll be doing a lot of exploring in the future with your higher self, and you will be releasing. We're all releasing at the moment, but I feel you'll find things be very satisfying for you what you find out. This card is connecting the past with the now and the future, and it's showing me that you have the ability, and you are also walking in all realms, in all directions at the moment, and you need to make sure you clear your energy and ground yourself, because you need to be grounded on a level that will balance you. Everybody needs to. We all need to be balanced. But I feel this part of the card is the past. This part is now the present, and this is the future. But to me, it's looking like the main cities of light that there has been, that there are now, and that there will be in the future. And you are very much part of that. You're very loved and very highly thought of. And Archangel Raphael is wrapping his wings around you and helping you get through anything that you're finding difficult at this time. He's sending you love and healing energy, and there's green is coming very prominent in this card now, and nature will work wonders for you. And I know you live in nature and you walk your dog Rose, but you will find that very grounding and very healing. Green's a very healing colour, as you know. And also this today now is all connected. You are very connected with crystals. You are of a crystal era. You're connected with crystals. You may even have a crystal like a diamond or a clear quartz. But holding the clear quartz, I feel, will amplify your communication with spirit. It will help with your writing, and it will help you with a clear knowing that you know the information that you're being given is of truth and the highest, for the highest good from the highest divine order. So I hope that helps you, Cynthia. And there you go. So you need to get yourself a piece of soda light, but if you can't, print off the picture and just carry the picture around with you, or put the picture somewhere in your house where you can see it. Because I have found with these cards, there's like rose quartz. It's a beautiful rose quartz stone. I can use that to send energy healing, Reiki healing through these cards as a crystal. Rihanna's just holding up her. Is that your rose quartz, Rihanna?
Yes.
Yeah, Rihanna's just holding up her rose quartz. And rose quartz, everybody, is very good. If you can't sleep, it's very good for helping you to get a good night's sleep. And rose quartz works very well with amethyst and balances you out with amethyst, so that you can have the information coming to you, but the rose quartz will blend it down a bit so it doesn't hit your full face, you know. So you don't have when you have a light bulb moment, you're not having continual light bulb moments when you feel like you've been stabbed with electric. Oh my God, I just realised that. Oh no, really?
Something funny, you talking about light bulbs, Linz, because you know I've got one or two of the this is a polished crystal that Becky bought me, and I don't never take it. Well, I take it off at night time when I go in the shower, but it's on all the time with my symbol. Talking about light bulbs now, but I've got some natural rose quartz in my healing room, as you know, in my light bulbs. Now we've got, as you know, now and again, Linz, I used to have. Still does that now and again. You know, the standard lamp behind the settee where I sit in the corner, very often that's gone pop, hasn't it? Well, before Christmas, touch wood, thank you for blessing us. We've not had any movement since Christmas, but before Christmas, on 3 occasions, right? I swear, we have these lights that are like in the office. You know, the little individual lights that you can move to directional. And they've got the ones, and the ones in the lounge, the covers, they're like metal, and they screw on, so they unscrew when you change the bulb because they're encased into like a case about so big, okay?
Yeah.
And one day I got up, I went to bed sleepy and never gave it a thought, and I got up the next day early, and I don't know if Ian had gone to work or he might have done anyway. And I thought, whatever's this? And on the seat, right next to where I sit, was this metal disc. And I didn't think at the time of looking up to see if it was the light, because you wouldn't have thought that it would come unscrewed again. So I just put it round the side and waited until we got home, and we discovered it was. So I don't know. As I screw it back on, I said, we got somebody visiting, we must have. And that was it. Thank you very much. We got you. Right. Next time, show us another way. And we just giggled. Lo and behold, it happened again. And the third time it happened, it was while Ian was sitting there. It just missed his head. So I say, well, it must be connected to you then, my darling. But you literally, once you've screwed them on, how the heck? There's no way that can unscrew itself.
Yeah, but then you have lots of things happening in your house, Rihanna.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
When spirits about, it's good fun at Rihanna's, everybody. They let themselves know that they're there.
Yes.
Marvellous. Yeah. Anyway, it's time to go, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for an awesome show, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much to Simon, who's been marvellous. I've got an echo now. Don't know why. Anyway, thank you so much, Simon, for coming. Thank you, Rihanna, for your wisdom and your stories and for all you do. And next time, next show that we have is the 22nd of March, and doing a tribute to Kathy, our lovely Kathy Bradshaw, and we'll be doing a tribute to her. And I hope you've enjoyed today's show, and we will see you on the 22nd. So thank you for joining us here on Flying with Angels. Hope you all receive something to take home with you. Thank you to Jesus, the Masters, and angels for being with us. Love and blessings to you all. Namaste. God bless you, Linz and Rihanna. And Rihanna would now, and Simon would like to say something. Simon, I'm going to unclick you. Would you like to say any passing words?
Yes, thanks for the chance to give a few readings.
Excellent. Having it. They were brilliant.
Yeah, so were yours, as per usual.
That was very good, Simon. My sister said Viv said thank you all. Well done, Simon.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I think you did very well, especially when you relaxed a bit more. So we hope you'll come on and join us again, Simon.
Hopefully, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I've feel like you're Archangel Uriel's prodigy. It's a big word.
Just to remind everybody, please put it in your diary. I know I've done it before, and Lindsay's mentioned it. 22nd of March. At the same time, please, all those that are listening who had connections with Kathy when she was on the earth plane and since her passing, there are so many, many, many of you. Please, if you are about and you're not working or driving and you're able to come and join us, or even contact Lynn's, if you can manage a recorded message, let's share, okay, our beautiful Kathy Bradshaw's remembrance. Let's make it a little reminder and a memorial that she's always with us, and come and share the blessings that you've received from her. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, everybody. God bless
Thank
you.
you for being there.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Namaste. Love and hugs and
And all that.
hugs.
Bye.
Bye.